Alright, so I'm going to head over to Scotto's and we're going to finish up those, these are the first set of rounds for the ladder test for the LMT. And I got the Bagara with me. We'll do a little chamber sizing. And going forward, what I'll do is when I reload, I'll keep the brass separate in separate bags for when I shoot and I reload the Bagara. I'll make sure to keep that separate from the LMT. Scott explained it as once you fire the brass, it kind of conforms to that barrel, that chamber. That makes sense. So let's go knock these out, and then one more step, and we should be good to go for the first test and see what happens. I don't know, man. Maybe we can get a group this big down to this big, or maybe it's a lesson in futility. But you got to start somewhere. Then we'll work on the Bagara. Cool.
Using small primers, use that.
Okay.
All right.
Put my glasses on.
Just spring. Well, actually, put this in first.
Oh, we're going to be clearing first, right?
We'll see. All right. So you just put that on, put the shell holder on. I like to face it this way.
Oh, okay.
And I like to face it that way. And you need to put some pressure on and push it in.
Okay.
Then you take this in the spring. This one's for large primers.
Okay.
Put it in. Then this guy goes in here. And this is a little difficult to do. You gotta pull back up on this until it goes right up in there.
Okay.
And that's the primer pusher there. And then stick this in there, hold it. This has got a screw head on it. That's basically going to hold the handle together.
Okay.
Okay. And then you put primers in this and you stick it in there and it feeds with gravity and stick a bullet in there. So,
seems simple enough.
Let's get in one of those and make it Jake America's.
I got an email from that Mid-South, what's it called? Mid-South Shooters?
Yeah, I like that place.
They got CCI large rifle primers in stock again.
Yeah, did it say which ones?
I have to go look again.
Alright, this is for you. You carry that, we'll go out and smoke and try and load primers. We're gonna try one and see if it works. So.
Okay.
42, you have 92 rounds.
92.
There's 100 in here, so we're gonna load it all, but, and again, we might have to go back and clean these out. I got a feeling, man, the Hornadies are usually tight as fuck.
Yeah.
We're gonna put all the 8 of these in there, or I'm gonna attempt to. This is always dangerous.
Yeah, right, go flying.
Potential huge fucking mess.
Let's do
I'm just gonna do
a section at a time. Oh, right on. Now those have a smooth side and a dimpled looking side. How does it default to the right side?
It doesn't. You have to actually do it, Jake.
Oh, so manually you have to...
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh. Well, I thought maybe there was like some weird thing that flips it or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know shit about this. What I look like? Jake Merica doesn't know shit about this.
Right side up when they hit it, but I was trying to load too many.
I've never seen the underside of a fresh primer before.
It's the underside of a primer.
Looks like a little... Actually looks like a nuclear symbol.
Alright. That's what it does.
Alright, we'll sort these out and try it.
Yeah, like I said, we're going to try one and see what it feels like. I got a feeling we're going to have to clean these out.
Yeah, I think so too. When I was de-priming them, they looked a little...
It's not even that. There's not anything wrong with that. It's not about being dirty. It's about they make these things super fucking tight.
I saw a few ones that had like the remnants of the metal kind of shards hanging off. I figured you had to poke them with something.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Metal hanging in the bottom.
Well, just like it didn't. Some of the holes don't look super clean.
Oh yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
Again, it's more about Hornadies are just super. I don't know why the 6.5s are super tight.
Really?
6 heart seems okay. Trying to think of what other Hornady shit I've loaded, but and then this stops them from flowing out of here.
Right.
Put this on. Now it's relatively closed up. Stick it in here. We're going to open the gate and we're going to let some flow in there. You don't want to go crazy with this because it can end up with one in there, but I'm just going to feel how tight this is. I got a feeling that, oh yeah. Let's go ahead and uniform the pockets. It's just like the ones I had. They're fucking tight as fuck. Yeah.
All right.
That's the one I kind of already hit. So we hit this a little, then this.
Okay.
The thing is, on this last part, make sure you're going straight down.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it tight. Relatively even pressure. Kind of going a little hard on these, but yeah, you'll start with this one, go to this one, go on to the next one. Normally I would say don't go too hard on this, but these things are fucking super tight. Like I said, I've had this 6.5 Hornady brass before, and it's like insane how tight they are. So you know, you don't want, if you go too loose, you've ruined your brass.
Right.
Loose primer pockets means throw your brass away. In this case, though, hit them pretty good. You can kind of see the ends up.
Let me see what it looks like.
It's not even about looks, more like feel. But yeah, definitely, this will uniform the pocket. I'll turn it up just a little bit. I don't know, you get too fast, it gets wonky, but try this. Make sure it feels okay. Again, just make sure you're going straight down and try. This one you can kind of move it around a little bit just to get blast the carbon out, but when you go on this one, make sure you hold it flat and plumb.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, you'll never have to really do it this hard again with these things. It's just, I don't know, fucking Hornady 6.5 pockets.
The nature of
yeah, super tight.
New brass, gotcha. Alright, let's set this up. Get this out of my hands. Alright, let's give her a try. Yeah, you gotta really hold that fucker hard. Thing grabs you.
That's actually good.
Yeah?
This is the one you just did, I believe. Although I did tap it down again for a second.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. You can't worry. You don't worry about going too hard, man. Like I said, these things are super tight.
Okay.
Just if you put it on here and you start wonking it around, yeah, you're gonna fuck it
Gotcha.
up.
Okay.
Put it straight down. Hold it down hard.
Right, that big one really grabs you. You gotta really hold that thing tight.
This one or that
Yeah.
one? This one?
The bottom one, the chunky dude.
Yeah. If you preheat it on this a little bit, like this one, like I said, don't worry, you can go around a little bit. You can see like it sort of even missed one spot in there, right? But this one has flat blades and it's gonna go in there. This is called a uniformer. This
Uniformer?
is uniforming the pocket. Just, as long as you hold it on there good.
Okay.
Like even now, it's still left a little. It'll grab when you first put it on, but go straight in, you'll be golden.
Cool. bit awkward. The brass gets slippery after a while. On that bigger one, it grabs and wants to spin. Yeah, it's hard to hold on to that. Oh well. Alright, let's knock these out. It's all still kind of Greek to me, as far as which primers will be better.
You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know until you try them. But your guy said BR. I have Federal 210s, large rifle primers. But I've had better luck with Remington as far as consistency goes on my velocities. But like I said, we could load 30 up like that, or 30, whatever. Well, what I think you should do is load up three bullets of a powder charge, you know, and keep on going. We're gonna up the powder till we see like a node.
How do we determine what the range of powder is going to be per round?
I'll look at the specs.
Look
and
at the
we'll
book
do it
and-
on the high side, and just we'll cover the gamut.
I had a few guys comment actually on that. I have a few screenshots saved. I think 42.5 or 41.5 is where he said the sweet spot was.
Yeah, and I asked you what the barrel was, and you had no
And
idea.
the guy didn't
So it doesn't-
specify.
it doesn't fucking
Unless he was referring to the LMT 20-inch 6.5 barrel, but I didn't clarify.
You don't know until you try.
Yeah,
So
so
you got to try.
as long as we don't explode, I'm good.
No, you won't explode. So get that out of your head. And what was I going to say? What you're looking for is a step where the velocities are consistent. So we'll load up 10. It's going to go from low to high, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking for a spot where you get some pretty consistent velocities between, you know, hopefully 2 or 3 different powder charges. If it doesn't go, like, I don't want to see, like, I load up 3 in a powder charge, right?
Right.
I got these loaded up and I'm ready to shoot them, let's say, okay? And I shoot these 3 and they're going, you know, I don't know, whatever, 27 or 2650. Then I load up these and they're going, you know, 2670, and these are 2690 or whatever. I'm looking for a spot where I've got like powder charges that are, you know, stepped apart, but my velocities don't change a lot.
Okay.
That tells me I'm in a spot where I'm probably going to have consistent velocities, even with varying temperatures and such.
Okay, yeah.
Plus, if I'm using an electronic scale, it's not super perfect. I know that a little bit of variance isn't going to fuck me up. So I don't want to see big giant steps the whole way.
Right.
I'm looking for I'm looking for a spot where there's a tiny step. That's where I
Gradual.
That's where I want to go.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. So the whole thing, like if we use Remington and Federal, it could be like the Federals are steadier on these 3 powder charges, which are the low end, you know, whereas I load up the Remingtons and it's these 3, you know, closer to the higher end.
Right.
You just don't know, man. You never know.
Right.
So you can load up some Federal, but then you're going to be using at least probably 60 bullets. For something like this, we're going to do a difference of 0.2 grains.
Mm-hmm.
When I do like a bigger bullet, like 300 PRC, I step in like 0.3s.
Yeah.
This I'll step in 0.2s. And even then, so once you figure it out, so let's say we do this in 0.2 increments, 0.2 grain increments. And these two seem pretty close. I'm still gonna bounce, like I'm gonna do another test and I'm gonna do it in 0.1 increments. And I'm gonna start just below this and go right through it. And I'll set up like, you know, 5 or 6 3-shot groups.
Right.
And really try and find the one. And then is when I'll be paying attention to grouping and shit. Then I'll come back, I'll pick my powder charge, and then I'll load up a 3rd set, and then I'll start playing with the seating depths. And then I'm really paying attention to the groups.
Okay.
Right now, we're just trying to find...
It's quite the process, huh?
We're trying to find the stable charge, the more stable charge that gives you consistent velocities.
Gotcha.
Yep, and you know, we really don't want it to be just one of these. We're hoping to find like a 2 or 3 area where there's not a lot of fluctuation.
And then you move
Even though
forward.
we're changing the charge.
Right.
Because that tells you it's stable, and it'll be stable in different temperatures and shit.
Sounds like a plan. It's quite the process. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
Very good. Chasing good loads takes a while. I see lots of guys posting in the different groups about it, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm finally slowly getting there on my loads."
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
You can
man.
tell they talk about it like, yeah, they've been at it for quite a while, trying to figure out what's perfect for that gun and barrel.
But anyway, we'll get you priming some now.
Cool.
And, this is from. Yeah, like these will be like 41. That's what I'm putting in my 300 PRC. Like about twice as much powder.
Yeah, those things eat up a lot of powder, huh?
Oh, that fucking thing's a monster. So anyway, just to show you how to use this thing real quick. Simple, but you don't want to fuck this up. There's something to seeding primers as well as far as consistency, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what you want to do is, you know, give it a little shake, make sure that it's down there. You can actually see one in the hole.
Yep.
All right. Now here, you don't want to like, this is kind of actually, even with these cleaned out, it's going to be kind of tough. You want a nice smooth motion, and you want this to hit that, right?
Right.
And you don't want to stop. So have this thumb ready to go if you need it. Squeeze in and finish up with that. Make sure it closes all the way.
Gotcha.
And
Like one of those old school
if
things
you
for
do
grip
stop,
strength.
Listen, if you do stop, actually, no, let me put these this way, and we'll just put a space in here. If you do stop, don't let this thing all the way go and come back, because another primer's going to load in there, you know.
Right.
But anyway, you want to do it in one smooth motion. Reason being is you want the primer to sit countersunk or flush at least. See how it's down below that? I want you
Yeah.
to look at it. You see it?
I'm looking.
Okay.
So it's slightly,
You
little
want
below.
a little bit countersunk. And the reason I say, so if I stopped halfway and then came in and hit it again, it's just not going to seat the same, and I'm looking for uniformity. So just, whoops, I didn't have one in there. Give it a little shake. Nice smooth motion all the way in.
Gotcha.
And just, yep, they should, you know, you'll get more consistency that way.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to put a space so we know who's who. I want to load them in this way because we're going to load powder next.
Okay.
And that's you, man.
Let's go. Good. Well, that went in too easy.
Did it?
Like super easy. That's where there's a concern where I might have gotten a little too much,
Yeah, you might have gotten a little
too aggressive with it.
maybe.
Yeah, that's back to normal. I mean, it still was, there was a bit of pressure there, but it was like 75% of these other ones.
Yeah. And that one could have been looser from the Hardy factory too.
No, that's
It's
true
not
too. There's no
necessarily
real
what you did.
consistency. Yeah, see these.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, dude.
I'm sorry, dude.
That is a fiasco. Right
Thing
there.
just fell right off.
Alright. Pick them up, make sure they're not sitting in a wet spot. There's some wet spots on this deck from this morning still. Let's pick this up.
Sorry, dude.
That's alright, just be careful. It's kind of a gimmicky little setup. You knocked it with your hand.
That's possible.
It's not much holding it in.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't realize it was that loose.
Well, just friction.
My bad, dude.
That's alright. Yeah, just flip them all over with the tweezers there.
All right. Well, one went in too easy. One, so that's gonna be a Fowler. Guess it went a little heavy on it. So we got 9 so far. And we'll keep on pushing. Got to figure out the numbers on the powder for the ranges. It's really involved, this stuff. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. The Grand Book of Wizardry, huh?
Yeah, man. This is it.
I solemnly swear I am up to no good. Here's your Hornady's fucking powder level.
Yeah, you're now at 33rd degree Mason. Let's see. So, 6.5 Creedmoor. We are shooting 140 ELDMs. And the powder, what's that powder? 4350, H4350. IMR 4350. Oh, I'm looking at the fucking. Huh.
What's the IMR designation?
That's just another variant of their powder. This company owns like multiple.
Yeah.
They'll buy up other companies that make powder. An IMR. I don't know if it's their own concoction or something they bought.
I had no idea how involved all this was.
H4350, right? See, and they're using Federal 210Ms, which is what I have in there.
Okay.
So we could do some of those too, but that's going up to 59,200. So we'll start, and that's compressed. So that's like overload. When it has the C on there, that means compressed. You're actually crushing the powder when you put it in there.
Oh yeah, as opposed to normally you don't?
No, no, normally not. But we're gonna do it. I haven't seen an AR blow up in person.
Dear LMT, RE colon warranty question mark?
What? LMT?
Just thinking about the email I'm going to be sending to LMT. Dear LMT service, is this under warranty? Got a whole big bag of parts. Now let's try not to go Kentucky ballistics on this bitch. That's a plan. He got fucked up, that guy. Wow, that was crazy. He's lucky he survived that.
I saw one the other day. Some guy was reloading or shooting some remanufactured ammo from Ammo Land, I think, and he blew up the AR.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and they ended up paying for his AR.
Sure, it wasn't.
And it was a POF AR.
It wasn't a 300 blackout in a 5.56 barrel situation.
No, he bought remanufactured ammo and like
It just went boom on him, huh?
Paid for it. Yeah, they fucked it up.
I've never tried reman. I think early on, I think you told me, oh, don't bother with that.
Well, I think I'd be a little wary of it, or weary.
No, basically all reman is what we're doing. We're remanufacturing ammo, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's what we're doing now.
But they do it on an automated level where you can't quite guarantee the case integrity.
I suppose, buddy.
Or they're going too hot on their
It's
powder.
not the case integrity. It's the machine fucking dumped too much, or whatever. I would imagine, or maybe they might have had a case that was fucked up that got mixed in there since it's remanufactured.
Hot loads, they'll get you.
I don't know, man. Who knows? All I know is I'd be a little wary of remanufactured fucking ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I didn't make myself, man. You know. Yeah. So I started from the hot load because I'd rather go fast. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The bottom end of the spectrum on this is 36 grains.
Okay.
But at that, you're going, you know, your velocity they got listed at 24,664. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Where the fuck did it go? It's well, 2464. The top end 2660. Rather go a little faster. So if you want to load like 36, we'll do a couple more lower ones.
Whatever you think
you
is.
never know. And whatever you think.
The best way to go.
Your powder. 38.0, right? We'll do one more. But you know, like somebody pointed out in that one, what's that screenshot you sent me? Somebody was saying to load it at 41 point something. See, that's why I say I usually go above, but I watch for signs of pressure.
Right. I'll check my.
I think that screenshot you sent me, somebody was saying like 41 point something grains.
41.2 or 41.5, I think one of them mentioned.
Yeah. See, you got to remember, man. These guys have a team of lawyers.
Yeah.
You know.
They're not going to recommend something that's even remotely possible to cause injury. But I'm sure there's no liability with them. If you fuck yourself up, it's on you. Pretty much guaranteed.
So if I were you, I'd load a couple hotter ones.
Yeah.
Shoot them with me. When you start getting up to here, or to here, that's when you got to start looking for signs of pressure.
Right.
You know. So I would go a little above. Find that screenshot. That
let
guy
me find
sent.
it. All right. So our peak will be 41.5, or do we jump to a 42 and go hot?
I'm putting 41.7. You're not necessarily going to shoot it if you see signs of pressure.
We gotcha.
You're going to start low and go up.
Understood.
This is the boom boom. Down here's the pew pew. Okay. So that's what we're doing.
From pew pew to boom boom.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this is way above. But usually I would get on my iPad and look for opposing load data from like Hornady or whoever. But I'd rather shoot it kind of hot. But
if we ever get another dog, I was thinking of naming him Boomer.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Be that crazy neighbor in the backyard. Boom! 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 What's wrong with that boy over there? He just ain't right in the head. He should not have done that. He's just the boy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 39 shots. Does that sound okay?
Sounds good to me.
Like you said, we're on the high end, especially according to their lawyers.
Yeah. That one dude said 41.5 is the sweet spot for 6.5, so odds are we're still well within. I guess some guys get stupid with this though, right? They'll jump to 50 and let's see what happens kind of shit. And go too hot, and that's when you get...
Are you sure though this guy's talking about a gas gun, an LMT?
That's what it said in the text in the thing, didn't it? Or is that... No, that's a different one, isn't it? Here, let me check.
Because if this...
Pump some Federal in the mix.
Yeah, so you're going to need to pry him up 54 cases.
54 total?
I think. Wait, 9 times 3 is 27. Yeah, 54.
Sounds like a plan.
These. And also when you go, bring some your Hornady factory.
Yeah.
I want to get chrono data. Just shoot like 3 of those.
Yeah.
I want to see what the chrono says on it.
Definitely.
Because it seems to shoot those pretty good. Doesn't necessarily mean anything because Hornady has their own proprietary, powder or whatever.
Right.
But if it shoots good at those speeds, it could be a good sign. But it also, if it's not steady, if your velocity's all over the place, it's fucking working.
All right, let's do some more. After a while, it really kills your thumb. The first one's not, but the second one can be a little, after 30, 40 rounds of this little bastard here.
Primers, which are even further, a little further away from ARs than this is. So I don't know. It's just fucking Hornady 6.5 has some insanely tight pockets. I would almost bet they could get more consistent velocities out of their ammo if it wasn't. And I got a feeling that their primers are probably, you know.
Yeah.
They could probably have more consistent primer ignition. I don't know.
It's still a little rough there. I see what you mean by on the skinnier one, a little bit of rocking and rolling will get those edges a bit better. And then when you go on the fat boy, it's not as rough.
That one, yeah, you have to be flush.
No, but I'm saying on the skinny one.
If you went crazy rotating around on that, you'd fuck up the primer pockets. So don't go too crazy. I'm just saying.
Well, no, I'm just like slight, like you know, a little bit of slight movement. You can
These
feel it.
factory primer pockets are kind of uneven.
It feels good now.
So that just sometimes helps to get the carbon out.
Yeah.
I just give it a little rock.
That's one.
If you look at the
yesterday, I was
shape
barely doing that
when
at
it
all.
stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look at this, and then you can even like sometimes like I'll see like, oh, there's carbon on one side, and I'll make sure I know where that is.
Right.
And I'll just lean into that side a little bit. But this side definitely.
I was totally flushed the whole time with that.
Plumb and flush. Yep.
I mean, it's a fatter dude anyway, so it's kind of hard to be off. You can if you try.
Well, they make the surface of it flat, so that you're
you get a nice flat press. Yeah. Cool. Done for there. Wow.
All right.
Really rocks your hands.
Grab those babies and we'll go.
Let's do it. 27 Federals.
Yep.
Are we going to segregate the Federals away?
Yes.
Yeah. So we know.
Yeah.
Put them in separate bags.
We're going to segregate everything, Jake.
Guess you'd have to. Otherwise, what's the point?
Everything's got to be fucking.
Got to be meticulous about some of this stuff.
Yep. Yep.
Right on.
All right. Open the fence. Ready to go. Those might feel a little different just because the primers are different.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they're Federals. Different brands, slightly different.
Figured they would conform to a set standard.
I'm talking 10,000th of a fucking.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's not.
Although in the gun world, that's really that means something.
I'm just saying, like, I'll seat multiple primers, and some are obviously slightly different because I can feel the difference when I see them.
Gotcha.
I'm just telling you so you're not in shock or think that like these are all fucked up or something. If those are looser or whatever.
Gotcha.
Most doesn't.
Okay.
All right, man.
Cool. Let's finish her up. That felt pretty good. Okay.
Let's see. All right. Just out of curiosity, I think I checked. Yeah, they're the same lot number, right?
That's right. Fat tuna. Big tuna and fat tuna. Alrighty, so now we're primed up. And now we focus on the most important part that requires the most accuracy, is the powder.
Not really.
I've never,
Quit saying things that aren't. Let's see. Get on there. All right.
So why does it have to be warmed up?
I don't know. But, that's what they say.
Cool. A little calibration.
Make sure that's closed, because that's the worst, to pour powder in and watch it go down.
Oh, it has a dump valve kind of thing?
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, man. Ooh, that's fucking potent, isn't it? It doesn't smell like gunpowder when it's shot, though. That's an odd odor.
Throw a match in there and see how
Yeah.
it smells. Let's see, we're loading like 50 some here.
Dollar signs.
I try and run it this way because it sucks it from the side, so I try and stack it up on the side of it.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, that's half your pound right there.
Damn.
Close to it. Still cheaper than buying ammo, though.
Yeah, when it's all said and done.
Alright. Get this in here. Re-zero it. Okay, I forgot that notebook. Let me grab that notebook.
Alrighty.
The charges that we wrote down.
Okay, gold is... I think the Federals are silver. Yeah. The other ones are gold.
Alright, so your starting charge is going to be 39.9.
39.9.
So here's what you're going to do. 39.9. I get this off of here and make sure nothing leaks out.
Oh, it'll measure it for you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you're going to hit go. And try not to touch anything like even that. It'll like seriously like fuck it up. But I don't trust the first charge. So as soon as it gets done. Plus I had some of this little nipple I want to dump in here. I just throw a few first.
Mm-hmm. Let it get acclimated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know how it works, but like if you're, this is extruded powder.
Oh, look, now it's 39.6.
If you use ball powder, it's kind of like, it seems to almost kind of like learn a little bit.
Okay.
Like if I switch to ball powder next, it'll overthrow the first couple, and then it'll kind of figure it out. But yeah, just when that thing's going, you don't want to do much.
Mm-hmm.
And even afterwards, try not to bump into shit because...
Shrek.
Well, like, it's just hanging there. So if I tap this, some more is going to fall out.
Gotcha.
And here's another one. So you saw how it did what it did there? It's counting the charges.
Yes.
Wait till it gets done, because sometimes it'll act like it was a good charge, and then it'll say, oh, number 4. Well, then it comes back and the charge is wrong. Sometimes it'll beep, sometimes it doesn't. So it's going to do number 4 or 5, whatever. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wait, watch this, make sure it's good. All right. So now let me grab something.
I was going to ask, do you use like a special funnel, or do you just free pour?
No. Powder trapped in there. All right, now here's another one, Jake.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to load this, you'll go to pick this up, and sometimes it'll hang the mouth.
Gotcha.
And if it spills and it goes all over the place, you fucked up every charge. Start the
Oh, really?
over. So be careful when you pick this up to not move slow.
Gotcha.
All right, and what you'll do is, so basically that's your first charge there, and we're going to do low to high, right? So we're going to do 3 at 39.9, 3 at 39.9. Then we're going to do 41.1, and we're going to do this set. Right?
Gotcha.
So, anyway, dump it in there. Hit it again. It's going to do 39.9 again. And then, like I said, especially when it's getting to the last little bit, try not to touch or fuck with anything because the scale is actually pretty sensitive.
Okay.
It's not a great scale or anything, but it's pretty sensitive. Like, you can breathe on that and watch.
I imagine it has to be really sensitive because it's measuring really small
Yeah,
amounts.
it's not super exact. I mean, honestly, a manual scale is more exact. So you're going to go across and do 6 of each.
Mm-hmm.
3 Federals, 3 Remingtons. Oh, I also want to do these 2 real quick. We'll make these the Fowlers, which I want to separate those. We'll make these the Fowlers. Do those at a low charge. Yeah, and every once in a while it'll like beep, and then it'll, I don't know, it does like a different beep. I can't remember.
C007? What was that?
That was charge 7.
Okay.
It's counting how many we're doing.
Smart.
But anyway, yeah, go ahead and throw one in there.
Cool.
And then let me reach in here real quick. I want to wait till that thing's done. Just go ahead and do that. And don't spill it.
I'm a Shrek kind of dude.
I know.
I'm not.
Alright. Move it to the next bullet.
I'm not a surgeon.
There you go. So you're about hanging
Yeah, it's grabbing that thing, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the way you're grabbing it. Here. Just do like that.
Oh, okay.
So, no, I don't want to touch anything again.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the phone down too. This is gotta be accurate. Okay, so before or after? All right, we're getting there. Got our count. 40.7. Cool. Keep going. All right, we're at the last charge, which is 41.5. Confirmed. Neat. Almost there. All right, that didn't come out, so let's go ahead and scooch some of this to the... Yeah, it's where you want it. I'll fill up that pour. Give us a good one. Last charge of these range anyway. Keep climbing to 0.5, buddy. There we go. Almost there. Wait for the count. 0.5. I think we're good. Cancel.
That's all I got.
And replace.
We'll clean this up before we're done and put it back in the container.
There we go.
There.
Cool.
That's why we leave this here, so we know who's who.
Awesome.
Alright, before we fuck around, just make sure everything looks right. Got a charge. Alright. Now, we're going to measure a factory round to make sure that it's right. We got 24s.
What are those? That's the...
26.
Oh, that's for the...
Gauge.
The gauge.
I'm trying to remember what I use on these. That's this one, but yeah, alright. Now, since your gun seems to shoot these pretty decently, this is just for powder. We're just going to seed them to the same depth as this.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to do, is something in that area. We'll call it 2195.
21.95.
Basically sizing it kind of like this factory ammo.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, and then I'm gonna take one of these ones that's for a fowler here. Let's see where we're at. It's like 21.95. So we're still way long. Oh, still way long. $21.97.
Our goal is 21.95, right?
Thereabouts, yeah. But also, all bullets aren't perfect, so just want to be right around there, 21.95, and it was really 21.94.5 when I really pressed on it. Coming just a hair, but want to do a couple, see what the average is.
Yeah, these are the Fowlers anyway.
Yeah.
It's off by a little bit, it wouldn't matter.
Alright. Looks good. Okay. These down here are the lower charge. So we need to make sure that we keep all that sorted out. So I'm going to do these in order. I'm just going to set these aside for now with the two Fowlers there. Just when you're moving this in and out of here, don't knock it around. Powder will fall out, fuck up the whole thing.
Gotcha.
So same deal again, and I go like part way and
Yeah, I noticed that.
spin it. I even do it a third time.
Oh, you spin too?
Yeah, it's just I think I'm getting better concentricity on the bullet, which just means that the bullet's in line better.
Makes sense.
So like that one, see it a little long, and that's just the variance in the bullet. That part of the bullet's, you know, got a little variance. So to make sure I'm averaging around that, I'm just gonna do a few more. Make sure I'm around 21.95. It'll vary by like plus or minus a thou usually. That one I won't go too far. But I'm just going to leave them pretty much the same. Again, this is just really for powder, so I just want to make sure that we're getting a decent average around the same point there. You're good to go, man.
Cool.
Just go in order, put them back in the same place you got them.
Okay.
Don't spin the tray around.
Gotcha.
These are the low, these are the highs. You don't want to start with the high one. Boom booms.
Top to bottom.
Yeah. Pew pews, boom booms.
Gotcha.
Pew pews,
Boom
boom
booms.
booms. All right.
Go meet the pew and the boom.
I'll mix
Like
the
P.
in
Diddy.
the
He likes to mix his pew in the booms.
Ah.
Because he loves anal sex with rappers. It's so funny. All right, top to bottom. Careful, we got powder in here. Oh, those don't really go in very well, do they?
Hmm?
You just put them in. Okay, gotcha. Gotta be a little careful.
Yeah, set the bowl. Hold on. Set that in there first.
Okay.
And put this on the top.
And put it in the top.
Make sure it's oriented relatively straight. Yeah, just give it a little push. There you go.
Being extra careful to be delicate.
Yeah. No.
Give it a small.
Push. No. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me feel your hand. Go ahead and leave your hand on it. I'm not trying to be gay.
Yeah, it's all good. So you go halfway. Then
About.
spin. All the way.
Yeah, something like that.
And then spin a third time, or
You can. I'm kind of weird about it. Most people would just stick it in and go. Actually, I see a lot of guys actually do spin it, rotate it, and
no, I get the lot.
I don't have a way to measure concentricity. I need to get a gauge for that, but until I have, I think I'm going to get an arbor press actually.
An arbor press.
Yeah, an arbor press and some different seating dies that are made for an arbor press. That's the most accurate.
Watching you do it, you're like fast as fuck, and I'm like, I'm being extra careful.
Yeah.
Make sure it's lined up.
Just, yeah. Basically try and go about halfway in. Come down. Give it a little rotation.
This will do it a few times.
Going.
Just being really careful with it.
Yeah. Yeah, just feel like if it's at a cockeyed angle, that stopping and spinning it halfway is helping my concentricity out.
Gotcha.
Careful moving that, man. Like
Yeah.
you won't realize little bits
Oh,
of powder
okay.
coming out.
Yeah, because it's so lightweight, eh?
Well, you're moving fast and powder's flying.
Slow and
you
sure.
don't realize it.
Slow and steady wins the race.
A few grains kind of fucks up your experiment, so. Okay.
Seems a little crooked there. Come on now.
Yeah, it's got a thing in there that should help straighten it. That and, like I said, spin it and go back up. That'll help it. Yeah. Rock and roll.
Cool.
Let me grab that gauge just to double check.
Sure.
It's hanging on to what I was looking for there.
Use your thumb to stabilize, so you don't have to worry about it falling over. Pretty good.
Make sure you go all the way down.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
From top to bottom.
Should be good. I'll find you a box to put those things into.
Cool.
I have one that's empty.
Yeah, I gotta go on Amazon and buy a couple bullet thingies. Oh, see, like he fell over there.
Half bullets in 'em.
Alright, so you gotta give it a good strong press with your thumb and forefinger.
Will this fit? That'll work. There we go. So, the gray one and the blue one. I'll do 2 gray ones. And I'm gonna go ahead and make your labels for this shit too.
Oh, thanks, man. I should pick up one of those for label maker thingies. They probably come in handy in doing this stuff.
It's okay.
Although, never wrong with a piece of tape and a pen.
Too much sugar for a dime, Jake.
Oh, it's don't.
Too much sugar for a
I
dime.
don't think those cost much.
Oh well, but sitting there typing it out or whatever.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
And I'm putting a lot of fucking information on this.
yeah, that's true.
It's okay.
See, this is what it's like being a Navajo Indian in 1978 working with biker gangs. Cool. Sits with ass, makes magical bullets. Stands with fists. In there, you little prick. Careful. Alright, do that another 80 something times. Alright, it's the last one from the left tray. This goes a lot easier. Just gotta get them centered up and don't spill any powder. Move this gauge over, slide this other tray over. Keep going.
America, fuck yeah. Running again to save the motherfucking day. Yeah, America, fuck yeah. Freedom is the only way. Yeah, terrorist, your game is through. Now you have to answer to America. Fuck yeah, America. Fuck.
Alright, last one. We're gonna rock this one. Thank you to Scott for helping me out through this process. Can't wait to do more. Work on the Bagara. Very cool. I'm having a ball. Gonna buy a lot more powder, brass, and primers if we can find them. There it is. Ladder test complete. Cool. Scott's gonna lend me a couple of cases. I'm gonna order some of these on Amazon. And his dollar signs too. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Oh, we're saving money, man.
It's cheaper than the shit we bought.
Fucking right. Gonna keep it up.
Just to double check.
What are we getting out in them bad boy there?
Make sure Jake Merica didn't spin the tray around and put the powerful ones on the other side. Alright. So your two Fowlers, and then you're going left to right.
Mm-hmm.
You got to watch for signs of pressure when you get to the last couple there.
Gotcha.
And those are the Remingtons. Yeah.
Rims are the silver or the gold?
Gold.
Gold.
Those are the Federales.
Federals are silver. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
And when you go there, take a picture with your phone of the first box you shoot. Go left to right. 3 bullets each target.
I'll be going with you, so
Yeah.
I'll be supervised.
It'll all be under supervision.
And just like that, no limbs are gonna get blown off. Hopefully, knock on wood. All right.
All right.
Till next time, your boy and Scott. Peace. 40.9. Verify. Go.